Welcome back to That Dad Guy and our Saturday live experience. Let's see who's on here. Anakin's back again. Wow. Welcome back, Anakin. Ida Marie is on here. She says postage rate just going to go up in July in the U.S. Charmaine's on Maine. They're having a mixture of rain and snow right now in Maine. Alain is on in Montreal. Welcome. Cloudy and showers, 50 degrees in Washington. What else we got? Christopher's on in the UK. 14 degrees in Falmouth there. Sarah's on in Germany. Basil's on in Goa. 21 degrees in Germany. Lyndon's on out in British Columbia. Welcome. And here it is about 9 degrees, sunny. Yeah, so it's kind of nice to have a good day. It was stamp show day today, so I went and did that. Didn't get a whole lot this time around. I did get a few things. I got my typical bag of stamps from the 10 cent, 12 cent range. I got some more Vario pages, which really good. The 6-row pages, 10 of them for $5. I got a set of stamps. I'm not showing you what country it is because it is coming up on our Thursday video. I got another one too. This one, not as many stamps in it, but I think earlier set stamps. So I think I got a good deal. They brought it down. I bought it at the same place I bought the bag of stamps, so they gave me a real good deal on all the things that I have to go through. Now, I am looking ahead. Oh, Betty is on in Helsinki, 11 degrees there. Guatemala coming up next Thursday. If you know your alphabet, you can guess each one coming up. No surprise there. Anyways, so yeah, so I bought a bunch of stamps coming up. Some of them I bought that were countries that I've done, or I guess I've done them before, but I didn't do them with the historical format that we've been doing this year. So I kind of wonder whether or not I should go back and do them once again. I don't know, but I have been buying a few stamps in there. I might show you those. Welcome, Elaine in the UK. So yeah, so that's what this morning was. Got up a little bit earlier, was there before really the show even started, so got to sit down and go through a few things. Kyler from Prince Edward Island came over, so I got to meet with him for a little while too, and then decided to come home, get ready for this. And then this afternoon we'll be grocery shopping and the usual fun things that we do on Saturday. Tomorrow there is another stamp show though in Halifax. For the longest time I considered going down to that too, but where we had a stamp show today and to go to do another one again tomorrow, I think it's a bit much. And where it's a Sunday too, it's a 2.5-hour drive to get there. Then you got the show, then a 2.5-hour drive back. And then I work Monday morning, and I already know Monday is going to be a really busy day for me. So I think I'm going to pass on this stamp show, but I am going to try to get to one soon and do some filming to show you what it's all about, because I know they have a few more vendors there as well. Too much history to do for the UK? No, I think I could. I would just be summarizing like I am for the other countries. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in all these countries, but I think I could summarize the UK as well. David's on in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Getting a few flurries down there. Oh, I hope you're getting better from surgery, David. I hope things are going well. So it probably means you're not traveling to the Halifax Stamp Show tomorrow, or the Dartmouth Stamp Show tomorrow. But yeah, that's been my morning in a nutshell. I might show you some of these stamps in a future video, the ones that I got. The binders, of course, I will show you on the Thursdays when they come up. Both of them aren't for this coming Thursday, but one of them is. I found that my father has a pretty good collection of some of the upcoming countries we're going to talk about. So I didn't really want to go and buy a bunch more of them because I think I'd buy too many duplicates. Christopher said his car exhaust pipe broke. Oh no. That's going to be a repair cost that you probably weren't looking forward to doing. Monty's on in Saskatchewan. Welcome. Predicting a high of 11 degrees Celsius. So you're going to have a nice day today too. I assume most of your snow is now gone in Saskatchewan. Ours is all gone here now. Basil's putting his Denmark stamps in the Vario sheets. "19 people on, only 4 people have the thumbs up. Come on, folks. Get those thumbs up going. Try to see how we go here. What else do we have going on? Hello, Thanos, taking over the universe. Thanos is on and Luke Skywalker's on too. There's a battle going on there. Tomorrow I have a few direct swaps I need to do, but I probably will get back into doing a little post-crossing again. It's been a few weeks since I've been able to pull some profiles because I wanted to get caught up on my direct swaps, which I did. And so tomorrow I think I'll be back pulling a few profiles. So I'll show you which ones that I get and the cards that we're going to select for it. Speaking of selecting cards, those of you that were on Wednesday's live stream or maybe watched it part of the replay crew of You Choose, the people that were on that Wednesday chose an interesting card. It's been shipped off and sent to the intended recipient, so hopefully they'll enjoy it when they get it. Well decorated, as usual. Other things upcoming. Next weekend is Easter, but it's also the model train show, so I'm going to shoot a video for that. We've got a few weeks. We'll be having the car show again, and I'll shoot a video for that. I've talked to my father, and I think we're going to try to do a video, the two of us together. So that might be a little bit different than what we're used to seeing on this channel, but I think it's an important topic to talk about. So I talked about it with him, and he's agreed. So there, we'll have a video for that too coming up in the future. Christopher said, I got 2 presentation packs from his wife on our wedding anniversary, UK 1994 Lighthouses and the UK Christmas 1998. Did you just have an anniversary? Well, happy anniversary. Yesterday's mail video, you would have seen that I got a few more things in the mail stamp wise, so Monday we'll be showing you what was in those packets. Some of them are specifically for the giveaway, so I'll show you the stamps that came and then I'll add them to the giveaway that's going to be part of Stamp of the Month. So that's the transportation series, so make sure you're in that giveaway by putting in the word that I give you in the video, and then you can be all set to win at the end of the month, maybe a bunch of transportation stamps for your collection. Welcome, Dawn in Idaho. It's only been 8 minutes. You're not that late. You'll have to be part of the replay crew for the first 8 minutes, so it'll get caught up on anything that we've already talked about. Roger's on in Athens. Palm Sunday tomorrow, yep. 18 degrees Celsius in Athens today on a cloudy day. There were a lot of Greek stamps today at the stamp show in the binders that I was going through. It's not something I'm covering currently, so I didn't take those and add them to my collection. We will see when we get through the Americas where we'll go next, whether it will be something we'll continue to do alphabetically or whether we're going to start to randomly pick some countries too, just to make it more exciting. And so people don't know exactly what's coming up from week to week. Enjoy your dinner, Basil. 73 degrees Fahrenheit in Idaho for Dawn. So warming up for you as well. Did food get more expensive? Not really, not here. Maybe wherever you are, it's getting more expensive. I don't. tongs out from stamps. What I was doing is I was going through this bag of stamps and give you an example. How about this stamp here? So I got this stamp, you can see, from Barbados, and so I just took off the hinge off the back of it. I will add it to my Vario pages after. What's the price of gas currently in Moncton? It's about, well, it depends on where you go. If you go to Costco, it's a little cheaper. I think it's about $1.38 a liter at Costco, maybe somewhere in that range. $1.41 most gas stations. I'm in New Brunswick, Canada. The prices of coffee and chocolate have gone up in Finland? Okay. Interesting. And what's that a direct result of? Why has it gone so much? $1.38 at Lumbee. Okay, so yeah, similar gas prices from west to east coast right now. Where are you? That you're 5 times more expensive? Item Marie says avocados are now $2.50 for one. Wow, that's expensive. You're in the European Union. What country specifically? $3.20 US. Are we talking $3.27 US a gallon for gas? You're in Bulgaria, and gas is 5 times more expensive than it is here. So you're $5 a liter or more? That's expensive. Is that a recent increase, or has it always been that expensive? Yeah, $3.27 a gallon. So what are we? A couple liters to the gallon. So are we 2.2 liters to equal to 1 of your gallons? So prices are pretty similar. Everything seems to go up in the UK, nothing comes down. I think, yeah, once you establish a new high, the grocery stores and things say, well, they're willing to buy it for this, we'll just keep it at this. £1.35 a liter in the UK. So more expensive than here for sure. Welcome, Carla, in Mexico. Things have gotten more expensive lately. I think as we all discover new trading partners and new trading routes, you're going to see prices shift a bit. I think Trump's policies so far are affecting his own country more than they are affecting other countries right now in the prices. Wasn't really that busy at the stamp show. No, not today. Now, people do come a little bit later to the stamp show because the auction takes place at 1:30, and so people start showing up around 12:30 looking and placing their bids on what they want, and then they stay for the auction. I wasn't into the auction today, so I got there before anyone really was there. I went, looked for what I wanted, got what I needed, and then headed out. Ida Marie says she was at the store last night and a lot of produce was on the reduced shelf. All right. So hopefully that means that the product was still good. It wasn't getting near expiry, and that's why it was on the reduced shelf. FL No Name, I've kind of lost your train of thought where you're going, but so yeah. So next week, stamps that came in the mail on Monday. Tuesday, I'm not sure what I'll be doing yet. I always seem to have something that pops up and then a video goes into that spot. That's my one day that's the mystery day. Wednesday, of course, is our decorating you choose video. Thursday is going through my father's stamp collection and doing a little history. And then Friday is well, Friday is also no mail because it's a Good Friday. So, but that will be my mail day video. Welcome, Christopher, out in Washington. Ida Marie has her Stamp Club auction this Wednesday. Oh, hopefully you get some good bargains. Add some things to your collection. I do have to set aside a day at some point to tackle the taxes. I still haven't done that. Well, I've organized it. I haven't put it together yet, though. So that's something I have to do before the end of the month. Oh, Dawn started to soak some stamps. That's good. 19 pounds of stamps. That's a lot. Hopefully you find some good ones in there too. Christopher got his Betty White stamp, and Dungeons and Dragons showed up this week. Awesome. All great stamps that the US has been putting out. Monty went to the Tisdale Trade Fair, no stamps, but did find the first $1,000 bill. It's the first one you've ever seen or the first one you have in your collection. So it's that, for us, it's kind of a purpley pink banknote. I have seen a couple. I don't have any, but I have seen a couple of them in my days. One from the 1954 series. Actually, one of my friends, when he turned 16, his grandparents gave him that bill. From the 1954 series, and then I've seen the one that came out in 1973 too. We no longer have a $1,000 bill in our circulation of money that comes out in Canada. It's one of the things they've gotten rid of, along with the $1 bill and the $2 bill, which were turned into coins. The penny is no longer produced in Canada either. There used to be a $500 note that hasn't been produced for a long time. Yeah, Ida Marie said that, Basil, that they'll be putting a price hike on the postage in July. Betty White stamp looks great. I've seen some pictures of it. Yeah, I'm lucky enough that there's a stamp show every month here in Moncton. The only time they take off is summer months, I think. July and August, I think. There's no stamp show in July and August, but there'll be a big one, maybe even June. But yeah, there is going to be a big one that's going to have the year-end auction, so I definitely will want to stick around for that and see if I can find some bargains in that one when it comes up. But yeah, the summer we take off. Other than that, there's a stamp show every month. Oh, first time seeing one. Yeah, it's pretty cool to see one. £3.20 to send a postcard worldwide now in the UK. Yes, $3.65 here in Canada to send a postcard worldwide. So the prices really have gone up. Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you, Don. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's nothing cool about your weather in Goa. Yeah, it's going to feel like summer. Well, definitely feel like summer for us all year if we went there. The best time weather-wise for us is spring and fall here. It's kind of that, high teens, low 20s. Summer, when it gets into the low 30s or even touches on the 40s, that's a bit hot for us. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. I do like it, especially if I can go off into the woods and have some cover and it's beautiful like that. That's nice. Cup of hot chocolate. That's great, Charmaine. Yeah, a little cooler for you, but hot chocolate's the way to go. NAPEX big stamp show in June. The big one that I went to last year, the Royal, that's happening in Montreal, and it's going to be happening later this month. I'm not going to get a chance to go to it, but that's the big one that was in Fredericton last year that I got a chance to film at. It will be happening in Montreal this year. And I know there's a big one coming up in Boston as well, but I won't be crossing the border. We've got post-crossing at the same show. Okay. You've had a few shows like that where you've been able to have a mixture of postcards and stamps. I think that's a great idea to have both communities in that same area. I know at our stamp show there is postcards for sale, vintage ones, but they're a lot more expensive than what I want to pay for a postcard. And I don't really collect postcards, I just send them. So. Post-crossing meetup in Calgary. That's a long way away from me. I won't be at that one. Oh, welcome, Gary, in British Columbia. You're a little closer to Calgary if you wanted to go to that show. Calgary is about a 4-day drive for me. It is a long way away. And even to fly, it takes a long time to get there and very expensive. Domestic flights are not cheap in Canada. I know within the US, if you wanted to fly from Seattle to Miami, you could do it pretty cheaply. It's not the same here. Flying from Vancouver to Halifax or St. John's, not cheap at all. It's cheaper for us to go to Europe than it is to fly long distances within our country. I'm not sure where Stephen is. If he's fallen asleep, or some people have been saying they haven't been getting the notifications. Now, I do this live every week and have for 166 times now. So it's always around the same time. Gary's going to Calgary in August. Thank you, Don. You like stamp versus stamp. It was fun to do, a bit challenging. We probably could have taken down the difficulty level a little bit and maybe told each other a little bit more about the stories. That way our continuation of the story would have made a lot more sense if we had known what was going on before that. Olia, welcome. Thanks for joining the chat. Anne-Marie says she feels flying is expensive in the U.S. Well, maybe the prices have gone up. I knew in the past that you could fly, and a lot of Canadians used to, like, especially from this area, would drive down to Portland, Maine, and fly from there if they were going to someplace in the U.S. or even out of Bangor, just because it was a lot cheaper to do that than to fly from here in. Yes, I hear that Smokey will be doing a live stream at some point. I'm not sure when he's going to be doing it or with it, whether it will conflict with my time slot. Who knows? Chris, I heard that the syncing of the voices weren't right within our stamp versus stamp. I'm not sure what happened or why that was the case, but yeah, I heard that. Well, Basil, my time slot is standard, so he knows when I'm going. So if he decides to go at the exact same time, that'll be a conflict, I guess. But he'll come up with something, I'm sure. Yeah, we'll have to come up with some other ideas for stamp versus stamp. Welcome, Wolf. Hotels in the U.S. are getting extremely expensive. What concert are you going to, Carla? Don, you didn't notice any syncing problems in the last video? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you've got a post-crossing meetup tomorrow, Carla. Cool. Working hard, Olia. Okay, that's nice to see. K-pop concert, Stray Kids. Okay. A little Korean music for you. Olia says they have a fair and a concert in honor of Easter on the square. Is it something you're going to be attending? Tomorrow is an Earth Day meetup in Burnaby, BC. Oh no, but you can't attend. That's too bad. It's too bad you couldn't just pop over and see where it's not that far away. All right, be interesting what you have to exchange. Oh, we got a parcel just got delivered. I can tell you the other day we didn't celebrate Unicorn Day. I didn't know about it, so it's not something we did. Let's just see what's going on here.
Thank you.
There. I did go fetch it. Live unboxing? Nah, not that exciting. They're pillows. Been having some problems staying asleep when I get to sleep, and I think it's been the pillows, so I decided to go and buy some new ones for us. They were supposed to arrive tomorrow, but I got a message saying they were coming today, so that's what arrived at the door. New pillows for my bed, so not really a exciting unboxing, but I know they're good pillows because my brother bought some before when he came to stay here. He wanted to have some pillows, so ordered them in for him staying, and then my son snagged them, and he now has them on his bed. So, but I am waiting for something else. Not arriving today though. It's gonna be some stickers, some stuff for my Dungeons and Dragon night, which I do on Tuesday nights now. I bought some things for that. So when that arrives, I'll do an unboxing to show you what I got. But I don't expect it for the next little while. So I've talked about that before, the Dungeons and Dragons. It's something that I've been playing now, or restarted playing, about a month. I think there was a couple weeks when I was in Jamaica that I couldn't go, but I think I've been about a month and a half. A Lego episode with Ari. Yeah, he tends to do the minifigure ones when new minifigure packs come out. We do one together. I do still have a few Lego sets around. He's been pretty busy working though. He's not around nearly as much for shooting videos. Like today's Saturday, he's working today, so construction never stops, it seems. But that might be something for Tuesday. Maybe on Tuesday there'll be a Lego video that pops in. I do have some sets that need to be built. So if something else doesn't come up, maybe that's what Tuesday will be, a Lego day. Haven't done one of those in a little bit. What's a D&G group? This, I had to actually go out. I played Dungeons and Dragons about 25 years ago. I bought a book. I had to buy the new edition. It's a 5th edition now, so that's what we're using to play with. So it's fun getting to know things. I was just kidding with you, Christopher. You put D&G rather than D&D. So I'm not sure what that is that you watched, Basil, but okay. You want more Ari in the videos, Ida Marie? Okay. I'll see what he will do. I know he's good eye candy for a lot of people to watch when he comes on. I've gotten a few comments about that. He doesn't say a lot, but no, I was just giving you a hard time, Christopher. Oh, okay. The movie on Simba's father, Mufasa. Okay. I'd never heard of it. From The Lion King. Yeah, so there's a few things. I'm going to be doing a Dungeons and Dragons video. I've asked my group if it'd be all right if I film, so I am going to do that. I also have someone who's making me a model, and he has said before that I could film his collection of models. So I'm hoping to do that very soon, so those videos can come out. That's not very nice. Gary has a face for radio and a voice made for print. I'm sure not true. That's funny though. Models as in plasticine minifigures for role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons and Warhammers and things like that. I'm sure ChatGPT can do a lot of things like that. Sure. Item Marie says she never understand Dungeons and Dragons. It's a game of imagination, and I'm hoping that when I film the video about it, people might get a better understanding of what it's all about. And there's different ways that people play it. Some people play with all sorts of miniatures and buildings and landscapes, and maybe even dress up and get into characters a lot more. And then there's more low-key, where you just kind of say what you're going to do, and you use your imagination to picture the scene happening out in front of you. So. But I'll show you how we do it, because I've got approval from everybody to film. We'll do a little bit of video, a little bit of still shots of things. Should be fun. It's like getting together and playing Monopoly or any type of a board game, really, for that matter. But a lot of it is imagination based. Yeah, I hope a video will help you understand what's going on. It's just for fun. You bought some models? Mobiles. You mean models, I think. F1 qualifying starts in 25 minutes for the Bahrain Grand Prix tomorrow. You prefer real games. You mean you prefer real sports. Is that what you mean? Because they're all games. And they're all real. It's just a matter of what you mean. Gary likes F1 just like I like F1. Yep. Maybe not just like me, I don't know. Maybe you watch it wearing a helmet, I don't know. Maybe it depends on how far into it you get there. 21 people on, 11 thumbs up. Keep up the good work, folks. We're growing. The channel's growing too. I noticed that we're over 2,200 subscribers now. I think Sarah said by the end of the year 3,000. I think Basil might even have said that 1.2. I don't know. We'll see how it grows, and it seems to be growing though. I have seen the film Dungeons and Dragons. I really liked it with Chris Pine. Is that who's in it? $2.21K. Is that what we're currently at? Okay. Wolfie Stamps says, wish I had an imagination. I sadly lacked in that area. With Monopoly, I don't think we ever played according to the rules. I wonder how many people played with their own version. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of people that play with their own house rules when it comes to Monopoly. Maybe put money in the get out of jail. You know, if you landed on that, there's all sorts of different things that people used to do. Christopher's got the Great Britain stamp set of Dungeons and Dragons. Those are beautiful stamps too. Kind of nice to have those and the American versions that both came out. It was Chris Pine. Okay, good. I remember that correctly. You feel thirsty when you hear me talk. I'm not sure what that says, but okay. Get yourself a drink. You're having supper anyway, so you might as well have a beverage to go with it. Yeah, there's been some really cool stamps that have come out, both by the U.S. mail and by the Royal Mail. I love all the pop stamps and things that are going along with it. And I don't mean pop like the beverage, I mean like pop culture. And I've showed you the Blue Rodeo stamp that came out here, and some of you, like Sarah, have been listening to Blue Rodeo now, so anyone else who's taken the chance and gone on to Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you get your music downloads, yeah, give Blue Rodeo a listen to, give the Tragically Hip a listen to, see what you think. They're always on my playlists of music, and I have a bunch of other bands too that I can tell you about that are Canadian that you might want to try too. Yeah, Blue Rodeo. Canadian band for, yeah, that's how you spell it. They've been around for 40 years here in Canada. Christopher likes role-playing games. '80th anniversary of World War II. I just got, is there another parcel showing up? FedEx just pulled up in front of my house. See it? But maybe they're not coming here, I don't know. It's the advantage of where I am, I can see what's coming right to the front door. Right now, they don't seem to be coming to me. They must be going to one of my neighbors. I don't, and to answer Roger, I don't know if there's an anniversary stamp coming out in Canada for end of World War II. Olia likes The Sims 4. I used to play The Sims early on, Sim Cities, all those sort of things. I really like that style where you kind of build and have a community that you look after. I play a game called Megapolis too on my phone. Item Marie says Stamp USA would be better if they allowed live people on US stamps. Yeah. I know. We have people that are still alive that get stamps. Well, thank you, Gary. I look forward to seeing what you send. I still have a whole bunch up there that need to be soaked off paper. I'm hoping over Easter, that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm falling behind in the messages. I don't understand, Gary. What do you mean they're here to interview for a job? Yeah, it's a good vent. Oh, FedEx? No, they've driven away. They're not interviewing me for a job. I'm with Canada Post and sticking with Canada Post. Yeah, Christopher plays Sims 4 as well. Check Stacker's back. Welcome. How's it going? Wolfie Stamps likes the older stamps versus the newer ones. Less like the stickers, more of the art. Yeah, there's something to be said about the golden age of stamps. Like this one here from Martinique. That is just a beautiful stamp. Christopher says there are a set of World War II stamps coming out in May in the UK. No World War II commemorations in the US. There you go. Oli is putting up a new YouTuber who's doing stamps. Speaks both in Polish and English. You can check him out. You got 2 shoe boxes full of stamps last. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I've done some videos, Don, in the past about soaking stamps or spraying stamps to get them off paper. I know people have said I should do another one with soaking all those stamps. So we'll see. I don't know what else I can add to what I've said in the past, so it's just a matter of looking into it. And Gary says there will be a Remembrance Day stamp, November 11th. Yeah, we always put a Remembrance Day stamp out. $22 people on, 15 people liking it. Let's climb that ladder. Self-adhesive ones can be a pain to get off, but I recommend. Where did my can go? I'd recommend it for you, but I don't know where it's gone. My can of spray. It's the one that have kind of a citrus backing to it. It works great on them. Charmaine's already watched his videos with stamps. All right, Don, go see your wife. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining. We'll talk to you soon, I'm sure. Now I'm really curious. I know, there's goo gone. That's one of them. But my can of them, I'm not sure where they're at. I have like 6 cans. I'm not sure where I put them. maybe see you next Saturday, or maybe you'll join the Wednesday chat too. See you later, Don. Wolfie Stamps. I gotta know, are you the same Wolfman Stamps from North Carolina? Have you changed your name? Or are you someone else who's joined the channel? Yeah, happy Easter week to everybody who's celebrating. Cool. Hong Kong collection of stamps. Nice. New from the UK. All right. It's nice to have another member from the UK watching and participating. Whereabouts in the UK are you? Christopher's in Falmouth. Ellie's in the London area. Next Sunday is also Gary's anniversary. Well, happy early anniversary. Hopefully we will remember next Saturday to wish you happy anniversary too. You're from Bromley, okay. My father was born in Chelsea. As most of you know, Instagram for me mostly is to promote you guys coming to watch my YouTube channel and what I do there. Sometimes there's some personal posts, so pictures that go up on it. I mostly use Instagram for direct communication with anybody from the channel, rather than people leaving comments solely on the videos. If they wanted to reach out and ask me something specific, then they could go there. That's what I use my Insta for. Hey Bill, yeah, we are actually live and you're actually on it today too. So welcome. We're 48 minutes in, but glad you could join. Good one, Basil. People are gone quiet. What's going on? We seem to be adding a few more stamp collectors to the chat today, which is nice. Although the post crossers are great too that are on, and sometimes the Lego people that show up. We haven't had the Renees or Jilly Bees lately, but we do have in postcards. Olia is on today. Oh, Sarah's got to go to a barbecue. That's a good thing to go rush off and enjoy some food. So thanks for joining, being a part. Christopher says his chubby chihuahua is demanding attention. Well, make sure he doesn't bite your ankles. Give him the attention he needs. New Doctor Who starts tonight? I didn't know that, Elaine, so that is good to know. Thank you for that update. Yeah, calligraphy artists like Olia that are here. That's cool. You visit a shop in Prague that thought was a coin shop, but actually was a stamp shop, and they introduced you to first stamps. Well, hopefully you're enjoying stamp collecting now. And I'm glad that you're tuning into this channel and watching and leaving comments, and feel free to message me on Instagram too if you need to. Wolfies, I've been getting the F1 sets, so the kind of speed champions, not exactly, but I've been getting the F1 cars. I've got 4 of them so far, and I got the pit stop for Lego. I prefer mostly to collect the Star Wars helmets, the floral, the winter villages that come out. Those are my main ones that I buy new ones for. What else does everyone else collect? Monty Sports memorabilia. Yeah, I agree, Item Read. To find a stamp shop is a great find because there are not a lot of them around. And as far as collections, Lego and stamp keep me the busiest that I am right now. I've done other things in the past. I've collected coins in the past and things like that too. I did do hockey cards for a little while, but I'm a bit of a completionist, and some things are hard. I know when the kids were really little and the movie Cars by Pixar came out, they put out little car versions, toy cars, and I used to buy all of them to try to complete the sets for my kids. So I have to try to limit what I'm collecting, what I'm doing. Christopher collects cameras and vintage PCs and game consoles. That's cool. You'd love to go to Japan, I bet, and get all the gaming stuff that's there. You collect coins and then spend them. That's not really collecting them then. Will I be showing you any stamps today? I've showed a couple sporadic ones. At the start of it, I showed you what I picked up at the stamp show today. I didn't get into a lot of them. I bought a couple albums. I got some Vario pages. I got a bag of miscellaneous. I will sort through those and probably put together a video to show you exactly what I got. The albums you'll see as I've been doing my my Thursday shows, so you'll see them there. Chris would love to visit Japan, so would I. Wolfie, I've been going, it may be the same in the UK too. I've been going to Costco and buying the cars there. They've been cheaper, the Lego cars. But so far they've only carried 4 of them, so I've gotten what they have. But Ida Marie also collects old advertising envelopes and correspondence. Check Stacker collects coins, beer steins, and rubber duckies. And now stamps. There you go. Show you another stamp from today's haul. It's a nice one from Barbados, and I don't know if you can see the watermarks on the back. They're all crowns. Doesn't really come through there very well, but yeah. Gary's got a Lego. Oh, you're near Guildford Mall. That's not very far from where I used to live. I used to go to that Lego store. My nephew used to work at that Lego store. Our house, which has been torn down, that was in that area, was just off 200th Street. 199 Bryden Crescent. I think there's an apartment complex on it now, or condos on top of it now. But that's where my house used to be that I used to live in out west. Yeah, the rubber ducky stores are all over the place. When we were in Venice in September, there's rubber ducky stores that were in Venice. It is becoming a bigger thing. In Montreal, there's a rubber ducky store, several actually. Yeah, so they're around. '50th anniversary of Microsoft this year. Wow, 50 years old already. Crazy. You get rubber duckies at the trade shows? How many rubber duckies do you now have, Ida Marie? Gary, I heard they were extending the I say the subway, it's not the SkyTrain. So yeah, I heard there's a lot of construction up that way. I haven't been back in a long time. '100-year celebration of Art Deco. You got 20 rubber duckies so far. You're working on that project, the SkyTrain project? Cool. Are they taking it over to Hope as well? That's awesome, Olia. You got your first fan mail envelope. Those are my favorite of all. I love getting messages and stuff from direct swaps, but the surprises that show up from people that are watching and just want to reach out and say hello, those are my absolute favorite, because you really don't know how and what you do, how it affects other people until they reach out to let you know. You mostly spend money on mixed boxes of stamps. Lego's taking a back seat. I found a decent seller on eBay that does mixed lots. So now it's stamps or Lego sets. The box always wins. Yeah, you have to decide where you want to put your money to budget it. You get a lot more bang for your buck with stamps than you do with Lego. You're getting sleepy. It's only 1 o'clock. Well, it's just noon for you now, Charmaine. But thank you so much for joining. It's been an hour. We'll probably wrap things up here anyways, but thank you so much, Charlene, for being a part of it too. Yeah, I thought there was another line, Gary. I knew that they were extending to Langley, but I thought they were taking the SkyTrain to... that there was a crossover on one of the bridges that were there, but maybe I was wrong about that. You're at 152nd Street, okay, on Fraser Highway. Yeah, so if you continued up Fraser Highway, it dips off. There's kind of a... It used to be, well, maybe they're still there. It used to be auto dealers as you came into Langley, and you could drive down that side road. Bryden Crescent was down there. That's where I lived when we bought our first house. Everybody's saying goodbye, which is a good way to finish it off. Thanks, everyone, for being a part of it again this week. We'll see where we are next week, and hopefully you tune in for any of the videos that come out between now and then. And thanks, Wolfie Stamps and Check Stacker and Luke Skywalker and Thanos. There's a whole bunch of new names that have come on, or relatively new. Check Stacker, I think you've been on before. So thank you so much for joining us. And maybe you'll be a part of it in the future. All right. You guys have a magical week.